surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far.
Hey guys, Yoduvh Essentials here. For today's video, I'm going to be making cornices with large cardboard boxes. I'll be attaching two large cardboard boxes together and attaching a large plastic sheet over it. Now I'm going to be cutting a 1-inch foam down to size for my project. If you're new to my channel, it's so great to have you here. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. I joined a couple of poster boards together so that it will be large enough for me to draw my design on it. I'm going to be drawing on just one side. And then when I'm done, I'm going to cut out the shape that I want and then trace it out on the foam and then flip it and trace it out on the other side. It is so much easier that way so that I can have equal measurements on both sides. I got these decorative pieces from Lowe's and I'm going to spray paint them silver and I'll be using them for the project. For this design, I'm going to be using mirrors and I have a lot of these oval mirrors, so I'm going to be using them on my cornice. This is the pattern that I want. Now all I'm going to do is trace it out with a marker. Now I'm going to be cutting out the shape from the foam. I'll be gluing this blue velvet fabric over it, and I'm going to be gluing just where the holes are. I cut 3 inches off from the outer edges, and I'm going to be covering the outer edges with mirror reflective paper. I don't have a lot of these, so what I'm going to do is use the pieces of the mirror reflective paper that I have over it. Now it's going to be hard to notice where the joins are if you do it carefully. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to be gluing on the mirrors and the decorative pieces on the mirrors. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to cut out the excess fabric and neatly attach what's left to the board. I attached wood at the back for hanging. I added hooks at both sides for hanging, but I later on removed it because I wanted to put these plaques that's going to be covered with fabric by the sides, meaning the board is going to be hanging on the wall like it's a headboard. I did this because of the way my window is closely attached to the door in my apartment. I made another cornice but without the mirrors, using the same pattern, but then I reduced the size just a little bit. The edges for the second design is going to be covered with gold reflective paper. When I was done with that, I measured 5 inches apart on the foam for tufting. I'm going to be making holes on those points with a pair of scissors. I'll be using white leather for my design. All I'm going to be doing is locating where the points are and stapling it down. I'm using a heavy-duty staple gun for this. I chose a leather fabric because I wanted it to match the other chairs that I have that will be around where this cornice is going to be. And now that I'm looking at it, I wish I went for something much softer like a white velvet fabric. But let's see how it goes. I staple down the edges close to the foam and then cut off the excess fabric. And then I'm going to be covering up where the staple pins are with diamond wrap. I got this from Hobby Lobby and I'll be using them to cover up the staple pins. Now I'm going to be covering up the staple pins that's at the edges with diamond wrap. I got this from Lowe's and I'm going to spray paint it gold. I got a couple of them. I'm going to be attaching them to the cornice that I just made. Now the one at the side here is too long, so I cut it down to size to fit where I want it to be. At the back, I also added wood that's going to be for hanging, just like I did for the first design. These Dollar Tree plaques are also going to be covered with the same fabric and attaching them by the sides. Now this is what it looks like, but like I said, the reason why I have the plaques attached by the side and I hanged the cornice the way I did is because of the way the door is attached to the window in my apartment. The design on the mirror that's on the sliding door that's by the side is the reason why I added the design you see on the cornice. This is what the first design looks like. And I have to say that this is so bold on the window. It's really eye-catching and so pretty. The only issue I have with this is the weight, so I'm going to recommend using faux mirrors instead of real mirrors for this project. Both designs are nice. Now you can switch up the designs or the colors to suit your style. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Now don't forget to like it and share it with your friends and families as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I have other home decor DIY videos that are linked in the description box below to check them out, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button.